likes to look up stuff, y'all, and y'all got my phone, y'all got all my stuff. I'm gonna give me a new computer here shortly, so then I don't have to worry about that. Then I'll be able to look and have all these. You got the Targum? What? Okay, now we back on YouTube, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, so Jubilees 29:9, y'all. Says, but formerly the land of Gilead. Write this down. Land of Gilead. Y'all heard the song Bomb in Gilead? It's a bomb in Gilead, right? Did y'all know that Gilead was talked about in the Jubilees family? You can, if you want to talk to us, you could be on Zoom. If you actually want to interact, you could be on Zoom. Or you can stay here, or you can go to YouTube. We got 3 platforms right now. So you can be on Zoom, stay here, or you can go to, what's the name? So, okay. So Jubilees 29:9, y'all, says, but formerly the land of Gilead was called what? The land of Rephaim, which we know as Karat Arba now. We know the land of Gilead. So when it talks about Gilead, it's what we've been studying about. It says, but formerly the land of Gilead was called the land of the Rephaim because it was the land of the Rephaim. And the Rephaim were born as giants whose heights was 10 cubits, 9 cubits, 8 cubits, or down to 7 cubits. So y'all, do 10 times 21, do 9 times 21, 8 times 21, and 7 times 21. So from 10 to 7, do those individual math numbers real quick on your calculator. Do 10 times 7. I'm sorry. No, I said that wrong. Do 10 times 21, 9 times 21, 8 times 21, and 7 times 21. And then divide that by 12 inches and tell me how tall they were. Now divide your number you got by 12. Whatever number you got, divide that by 12. And that's the amount of feet that they were. So they were 17 feet, Beatrice. 17 and a half feet tall, 15 feet tall, Valencia, almost 16 feet. Isn't that crazy?
Are we dividing it by 12?
Yes, whatever number you come up with is divided by 12. So we can know how many feet. 12 and a half feet. The Zoom code to join. Somebody put the Zoom code up in TikTok for me, y'all. And these were the small giants. They were the smaller giants. Remember I told y'all, okay, so look, y'all. Where's our book at? Oh Lord, where is our book? Hold on, y'all.
Did anybody else get 59.5 feet?
Did anybody else get 59.5 feet? Because this is the thing, y'all. A L of measurement is between 18, write this down. A L of measurement is between 18 and 21 inches. So a L of measurement is from the inside of your elbow to the tip of your middle finger. That's how they used to measure back in the day. So it's between 18 and 21 inches, depending on whose measurement. So when you see in Enoch that it says that they were 300 L's, that means 300 either times 18 inches or 300 times 21 inches. And then you divide that by 12. And that's how we come up with 450 feet.
I have a question.
Yes.
In the part that you were just reading, did they measure them by L's or by cubits?
A cubit and an L is the same thing, right?
I was confused because I was literally just looking up cubits earlier today when I was studying, and it's 444 millimeters. And I can check and see what that is in feet or inches if you give me just a second.
Yeah, I believe cubits and L's are the same. It should be 18 and 21 inches. In the Cave of Treasures, it says that Satan was 210 feet tall. Okay, so look, do y'all remember when I said the angels shrank themselves? They can change their size. And remember when I told y'all when the women got pregnant, they waited until the women were pregnant to say, hey, mama, I got to tell you something now that you're carrying my baby. I'm going to go outside real quick and keep your eyes closed. And then wait 5 minutes and come outside. And I got to show you something. She's like, okay, babe. Okay. What you going to show me, daddy? I got our baby, you know, about to do my little photo shoot and stuff. Right? And she go outside and that Negro's knees is in the clouds. Baby, I'd have passed out. I'd have been like, Adam, hold up. Wait a cotton picking, hold on. You was not that tall, boo. Ain't it crazy how after they get it, they show you who they really is? Ain't nothing changed.
Boom.
Ain't nothing changed. Y'all show us who y'all is before y'all be down and went to the garden. And then once you get to the garden, you show us who you really is. That's what the angels did.
So the angels,
like y'all crazy girls, y'all wait till y'all put it on him to show him how crazy you really is. You hide your crazy. Well, they hid they hide.
So Satan
beat their backs out and then turned around and said, girl, I gotta show you something. So this baby you carrying, I don't know, because this is the first of its kind. And don't really know how this is gonna turn out for you, mama. So I pray that the delivery goes smooth, because this is my real self right here. Here I am. Hey, boo. Hey. So now y'all see why in the Egyptian writings and on the hieroglyphs, you see a male king with a little bitty lady. But she full grown. You can tell she's full grown, but it's a whole big old man. Y'all, can I ask y'all a question? What's the movie where the big old ape come and get the woman?
Godzilla.
The ape?
Is it King Kong?
King Kong?
Mighty Joe Young.
King Kong. King Kong. Now y'all know where they get that. They just made it a big monkey. But remember, I told y'all that 100,000 of the men that built the Tower of Babel, half of them, 200,000 men, 100,000 men were turned into what? 8 men. And the other 100,000 was turned into elephant men. And we see in the Hindu culture that they have elephant people. They have people that have an elephant head and a human body. Well, in Jasher, it tells us that happened. That had 200,000 men that were with Nimrod when he was building the Tower of Babel in the land of Shinar. One group of the 600,000, out of that 200,000, 100,000 was turned into 8 men and 100,000 was turned into elephant men, right? And get this, we also have a movie called what? Planet of the Apes, where these people were very, very, very intelligent, but they look like monkeys. Walmart, is it Lily Joy? Walmart, y'all. $7. Y'all be paying too much. $7.
I have a question. How tall you said Satan was?
It says in the Cave of Treasures he was 210 feet tall, which makes sense because remember we read that Joseph was about that. Adam was about that tall. He was like 200 and some feet tall or something like that. So it makes sense.
So they were pretty tall.
The originals were.
Okay, because I'm kind of
tall. Okay, y'all look, do me a favor. So let's say Adam was 210 feet tall, right? Let's say he was. Tell me how tall the tallest dinosaur is, y'all. Go Google how tall the tallest dinosaur is real quick, please. Thank you. Go Google How tall the tallest dinosaur is?
It says
y'all make
18.5.
huh?
18.5.
Okay,
85 feet tall. 85 feet.
85.
Okay.
Which one? Was it 18 or 85, y'all? How tall is the tallest dinosaur, y'all? The Brontosaurus. Did he have the longest neck? How tall was he?
It say 18.5 meters.
Okay, 115
Yeah, that's
feet.
what I got too.
Okay, so break the meters down, y'all. How many feet is that? Somebody said
3
115
feet is in
feet.
1 meter.
I don't know. This dinosaur says Dreadnoughtus,
It's
and
60
that
feet.
it was the tallest, and it was 85 feet.
Okay, so look, if Adam and the first people were 200 and something feet tall, then it makes sense that the dinosaurs were their alligators and stuff, because they were only 18 feet tall, 40 feet tall, which would be our ratio pretty much to the lizards and stuff that run around here. Because if a human is 210, okay, if a human is 210 and a dinosaur is 30 feet or 80 feet even, the human is still 100 and something feet bigger than the animal. Ain't that crazy?
So was Adam, I mean, with the, okay, so like saying, I'm looking at the Bronchiosaurus, he was 18.5, like you said, in the lizards and the alligators and stuff like that. So Adam being 210 feet tall, that's a giant to me. Well, not, I'm just saying he's huge compared to us.
Yeah. Most of the people. So y'all, okay, this is why in the Bible, Israel was so scared. Remember when I told y'all, if y'all Google all of the people that God kept telling the Israelites to go fight, y'all, they was giants. This is why they was fearful, and this is why God used to be mad at them. He said, I'm stronger than them. I have more might than them. And yes, their daddies are angels, but their uncles are angels too. Y'all, the giants' uncles are the good angels. All of the angels are brothers. So when they fell, they didn't stop being angels. They were just fallen angels. Michael and Lucifer are brothers. So the giants was Michael's nephews, y'all.
Wow. And I was just reading about the angels last night, because the meditation that I do, the meditation teacher, she started speaking different angels. So I started writing them down and researching them, because I'm like, okay, I'm going to stop this class because I want to know, the angels that she was calling. But they were God's angels. I just had to make sure, did my research. And then now you speaking that, I'm like, wow.
So think about this. Should we be reading angel numbers, y'all? Because the angels that are on this earth, most of them are misleading angels. Ooh. Because the angels that rule this earth are fallen. And we also know that they are the ones that taught the women magic and how to psychics. Exactly. And well, I don't know about psychics, y'all. I ain't gonna say psychics. Only reason I say that is because technically I'm considered a psychic because I can see stuff before it happens. But I said a prophet and a psychic are the same thing. Just most times psychics sell their ability and they talk to the dead, and I don't do dead people.
So what's the difference between us? What's the difference between a psychic and a medium?
Thank you, Ashley.
So really nothing, y'all. They just call different names because people could call. Okay, so if I wanted to talk to the dead, I could. God knows, you dead. I don't need to talk to you. I only wanted God show me things that are coming now, right? But I do get to see past stuff. Like when I go up to people, y'all, God shows me scenes of people's life. And I can tell them, you were 5 years old when you got molested. Because God will show me a video, not of the actual action, but just like a sign where I can see what happens in people's lives. I know if a person is a thief. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is. When I come in contact with you, the same way psychics have that feeling and they can feel you, I have that. Now, people have tried to pay me. No, you can't pay me for this because I'm not pimping out my gift. God gave it to me and I don't want him to take it away. Now, if I chose to talk to the dead, I could, but I don't talk to the dead. I don't want to talk to the dead about nothing. I don't have anything to talk to the dead about. Yes, ma'am, Miss Valencia.
Okay, so I have been studying. Where my camera off? I've been studying the Book of the Bees today, and I stumbled on something that was really cool, which is what connected to what you were just talking about. So we hear all the time people, especially now, because we starting to see this stuff, right? They quote Ephesians, I think it's 6:4 or 6:5, something like that. Was like, we don't fight against flesh and blood, but principalities, rulers, and powers in high places. I thought they were just talking, like, yeah, girl, trip me out because the classes of the angels, 3 of the classes of the angels are principalities, powers, and rulers. So when he's talking, and I was looking at other scriptures too, where Jesus is said to have he has conquered those principalities, he's conquered the powers, the rulers. Like, so he's basically told us that I have taken over, I conquered the angels that are fallen in this world. So I'm just like, bro, mine is blown because the way I have been reading it, it's put in a whole new perspective. So like those are the 3 classes of angels that fell, which lines up with what we're reading in Genesis and Jasher and Enoch, because they're called judges. Judges is a class of angels, right? I'm like, Lord. So they had to have had access to these texts. People who talk about like not going out of 66, baby, the 66 is only giving you like the ice point, because you go into these other books and these other books be like, okay, boo, this is what a principality is. This is what it do. This is what a ruler is. This is what it do. This is what a power is. This is what it do. Because we talked about like medium, psychics, and such and that such. One of those 3 classes is give, like, their power is to take the spiritual abilities that God has commanded them to and give them to the creation. So they're literally conduits of the spiritual gifts. So I'm just like, y'all
you see why it's important for us to know these names, because I told y'all, when y'all look in here, most of their daddies was angels or they were an angel themselves and they are bound here. But we don't know how to fight the demonic world because we don't do no research about it. We don't know the names, y'all. Y'all only been with me 60 days. We going on 90 days, a whole season, y'all. In 3 months, you could have been going to church for your whole entire life. You could have been reading religious books for your whole entire life. But in this last 60 days, you cannot tell me that the word has not come alive to y'all. Now, the scriptures that have been repeated in service since you was born, now you know why they say, even when we read in Nicodemus, y'all, when we read in Nicodemus, and it said that Jesus went and him and Michael and them kicked down the doors, the gates, and was like, what's up, we here? They was like, who is he? She's like, open the door. It's me, the King of Glory. Open the door so I can come in, is what he said. Now, we done heard all the old grandmas pray, when they testifying, they say that. But when I read Nicodemus and read that Jesus and his homeboys really did, as soon as he got up off of the cross, and as soon as he descended into hell, they really did kick the doors in, and the rumbling and the earthquake that the earth felt on top was the war going on in the earth. That's crazy. So they talk about the great earthquake as soon as Jesus rent his, as soon as he, and gave up the ghost. Instantly, it was an earthquake. It took him that long to get to hell, y'all. It took him a millisecond to be at Satan's door. Like, bro, you don't even know. Well, not Satan, but Beelzebub's door. Because it's Beelzebub. Okay? Okay? Who went and read in Nicodemus? Matter of fact, just give me a second. Hold that thought, y'all.
Where can I find the book of Nicodemus?
It's in the Lost Books of Eden by William Home. It's on the website. Go if you go look at the book list, and it's in the Lost Books of Eden or the Lost Books by William Home. There's a couple of different ones.
Okay.
Where is it? Y'all, I cannot wait to get my shelf up. This, when I tell y'all not being able to go straight to my book, it irks my soul. Ugh.
I believe a lot of politicians and the elites are fallen angels just because of how corrupted and evil the government is.
Well, what happens? Okay, so there's a show I want y'all to watch. Matter of fact, okay. So a couple years ago, there was a show called The Exorcist. Did anybody watch it? And they was based like in Chicago. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I watched it. It was on Fox.
Okay, I need y'all to go back and watch that show. Just watch it. It's only like 10. Just watch the whole season. It's only like 7 shows or something. But in that show, the politicians and the popes and all of that, they would meet in these elite hotels. And so some, I hate to say it, Caucasian person will put on a black person's mask to look like a black person. They would put the gloves on, the skin gloves, go kill a young black person, and then they would be waiting at the morgue on those organs, and they only kill black people. They was only killing the young, strong black people because their organs had special magical powers. So then they all sat down and did a ritual and waited for the fallen angel to fall on whoever they was going to pick. And as soon as they did, they had 2 eyes in each eye.
Well, they're doing that for real.
No, I know.
Yeah, I've read on that. It's been said a lot that our organs, the young black organs or black organs in general, are used, or they search for, they kill us off to get our organs, basically.
Is that why so much emphasis on the blood?
Listen. I told y'all that 180-pound black person is worth $36 million dead.
Man.
180-pound black person to the cosmetic and medical community is worth a $36 million deceased.
Yep.
Because melanin, which is in every part of our organ, our hair, our eyes, our skin, sells for more than gold per ounce.
Yep.
Melanin does. Because that's what they put in all y'all oil of Olay and beauty products. Every beauty product has black folks in it. They gonna say it's fruit melanin. No, it's us. It's literally ground up black people. All the bodies that they don't claim, they scrape the skin, they grind. What happened to my Zoom meeting? Y'all, they kicking us out.
They hear us. We ain't supposed to be talking about it. They don't want us talking about it.
Oh no, somebody calling me. Who is this?
I was about to say it's the government. It's the government.
On everything. They listening.
Well, stop doing what they're doing.
I told you I'm on live, girl. Y'all.
Hey y'all, what's the name of that movie? What's the name of that movie they were auctioning people off?
Wrong?
Remember?
Is it an old movie or a new one?
Get Out.
No.
Get Out.
I just told y'all I was going to do live. Bye, girl. Y'all.
Yeah, that's why it's so much drive.
It's 6:30, Auntie. It's 6:30. Well, it's 7:12 now, but
that ain't even the one that called you. I just told her 30 minutes ago. I'm about to do this live. Y'all, they rude. And then wonder why I be ready to cuss them out.
they love their mama. They just trying to make sure you good.
No, Y'all, she mad because she can't get that. She's about to have a baby. Tell me, I can't get this car seat out the stroller. Leave me alone. You're grown. I'll call you back. She about to have a whole meltdown. Girl, leave it alone till the baby get here. She can't even do nothing with it.
Can I share a show really quick?
I'm sorry.
Can I share a show really quick? It was kind of like talking about what we were just talking about as far as the government. But it's on Netflix. It's called The Family. It's basically like a secret society where they gather together for Jesus. But it's for people, it's with people like all over the world, like with different religions and everything, but they gather together for Jesus. And then they also have like a national prayer breakfast every year. I'm not sure if they still do it because the leader, I think his name was Doug Cole possibly, but his first name definitely was Doug. But he has died, so I'm not sure if they're still doing it, but it was very interesting to me that all religions and everybody all over the world will gather together for Jesus.
Pretty cool. That, I mean, kind of that's what we're doing here, Pumpkin, because it's a lot of people from all different faiths, from all around the world. Girl, we got witches on our page and everything. For real, the whole high priestess. Like it, I mean, and they're buying these lost books and reading them. So believe me, I'm sure we have Buddhists. We have people that have celebrated all sorts of religions on here, y'all. That's why I'm telling y'all would not believe the emails I get. Where people's lives are being changed, y'all. Their marriages are being saved. People are building relationships with their children because of the things that we share here. People are paying more attention to their spouses and even their social surroundings of who could be around that's not supposed to be good for them, that's causing them to be held back from achieving their dreams. I got an email today from a young lady that was saying that she watched a Giant video right around that time she lost her job. And now she's living her dream, y'all, because of just, being around and stepping out on faith. So we never know how or why God is going to do some things or what he's, you actually looked it up. So believe that God is moving. He is moving and he's opening up y'all understanding, y'all. And I'm grateful. Huh?
Can I have that number, please?
Yes, ma'am. I've been on hold for so long.
Y'all. Mute your phone, please.
Apologies.
Mute your phone. If you on your call, because we can hear it. We don't want it be all in your business unless you want us to.
We just closed that.
Miss iPhone user, please mute your phone. Thank you. Y'all wanted us to ear hustle, didn't y'all? Y'all was trying to listen to her business. I love my peoples. Okay, go ahead, Beatrice.
Okay, so I was gonna add to what Valencia said. I have the book of the Cave of Treasures, and I was the one that said the height of that they said in this book about Satan. And to read exactly what it says that he was 1,700 cubits high. His hand was 70 cubits long, and his foot was 7,000 cubits long. His mouth was 40 cubits in width, and his face was as broad as the distance of a day's journey, and the length of his eyebrows was a distance of 3 days' journey.
Okay, so did y'all go do them? Did you go do them numbers when you read it? Because a cubit is 18 and 21 inches. So did you divide that by 12? All those numbers?
Yeah, that's why I said. Yeah, that's why I said in TikTok, I was like, I explained how much it actually was whenever you told me how to do it. Because at first, I thought it was like 2,550 and I was going crazy. But then you told me how to actually do it right. And it was 210. It was like 200 and something. Yeah, and it's crazy.
It is, y'all. So look how much. Now y'all see why every time an angel came to visit somebody, they were scared. Terrified, dropped down to everybody was passing out. Every single time an angel came, they had to say, don't be scared. Now we know why. Right? Now we know why. Now when y'all go back and read the regular Bible, and y'all see that they be like, do not fear, and the person, it said they was trembling with fear. Now you can understand why. Because they was massive. How they have fire burning eyes, they got these wings. I would be terrified.
Yes. And everybody should get the Book of the Bee and the Cave of Treasures. You guys, all the questions you guys probably been asking yourself about the angels, how he made the firmament, everything, it will answer everything for you. So that's something you guys need to get.
Yep. Thank you, Beatrice. Miss Julia.
What was that
I'm
name?
gonna call you this evening too, or either first thing in the morning. Don't think I forgot about you. I just been running around.
Oh, it's cool, Auntie. I know, look, you're a busy woman.
How are you?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
We doing good.
I just got a question. Is that why, I mean, I'm not meaning to offend anybody's families or anything, but is that why, you know, the other side of your hand come up missing, most of us, and they find these kids with their organs harvested, and, you know, that's scary to me, and I hate it for anybody's family, but is that why most of us kind of come up missing?
Yes,
And
that's
we
why.
got too much technology to not be found. You see what I'm saying? We could take somebody all the way to the moon and beyond, but we can't find somebody right here on this quote unquote great land.
They're not lost. They know exactly. Like the young boy that they found in wherever he was, Georgia or something, in behind the bleachers, his organs was gone.
In the mat, the guy rolled up in the mat, the little young man.
Wasn't his organs gone?
Yeah. And
okay,
the guy,
where did they go?
Jelani, he was stuffed with, I think, newspaper or something.
Yeah. They supposed to be opening that case back up.
Is it called Adrenochrome, right?
Oh, I don't know.
And rub the blood on their faces. Celebrities actually admit to doing this to look younger because we have that special something in our skin.
Okay, listen. It's not the special something, y'all. No. Look, did y'all watch who watched the Witches of Salem?
Where's that?
Did anybody y'all watch the Witches of Salem?
Yeah,
I did. I watched it.
It's on Hulu. Yeah.
Okay, so hold on, y'all. Wait. So on the Witches of Salem, do y'all remember the redhead's mother? She was real old, and she used to have the maidens. They put them things in their veins, dripping that blood all over her body, so she could stay young. She took blood baths.
Yeah.
That's how she stayed young. She took blood baths. Kim Kardashian takes blood baths.
My God. Crazy.
Stupid anyway.
It's a lot of people. Go back and look at all their videos, all the stars, and go look at, just Google hip hop artists or whatever music genre you listen to, video blood in tub, and see how many of them take baths in blood, y'all.
Or be in their videos.
It be in their video, but what y'all don't know is that be real blood. It be real. It's real. Okay, let me show y'all something. A couple of years ago, okay, do me a favor, y'all. Google this real quick. Google Crown of Mary, 12 stars on her head. Statue of Mary, Pope, 12 stars. Google that. Statue of Mary, Pope, 12 stars, and tell me when the Pope crowned a statue of Mary with a crown of 12 stars. Tell me the year. And I'm about to show y'all something.
Say it again, a crown of what?
A crown of 12 stars, and then the Pope and the statue of Mary.
Okay, statue of Mary.
Oh, and real quick, Auntie, relating to yesterday, my only question was, what do you do when a person passes and you haven't forgiven them? Because I was talking to my nurse about this. Like, we was just having a discussion because I was telling her about you. Look, I'm trying to put the word out there in the medical field.
Gotcha.
What do you do when, does it become not between you and that person anymore, but between you and God, because that person is gone? And you have to ask God for the forgiveness since that person is gone. So you can move on with your life. Okay, I'll tell her, thank you.
Yep. You got it. You hit it
Was
right
it 2015?
2015.
That's
now,
crazy.
do y'all know? Hold on, listen. In the sibling oracles, it talks about that happening and that we would be at the end of time. And the popes would be witches and they were evil and all of that. Do y'all know that happened right around the time when Queen Latifah hosted the music awards? And I told one of my friends, I said, this is a ritual and all of those people back there are getting married. And she said, girl, you tripping. I said, she's a high priestess and she's getting ready to marry all these couples, same-sex couples on national TV. And do y'all know that's exactly what she did? It came out the next day that was a wedding.
Yeah.
That was a wedding. And my friend said, how did you know that? I said, all of these things have been foretold. It came right after or right before that crown was put on. Y'all, it's so many rituals that be going on in our face that we don't even know. Nobody knew that woman was a high priestess, but if you know what you're looking for, you will see it. It's another high priestess. Oh. See, we just ain't gonna talk about her, but she's one of the, okay, who's reading, He came to set the captives free. Who's reading that?
I am. I am. Me.
Yeah. Okay. Have y'all got to the part with the Hollywood Hill parties yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Who goes there?
The stars and rock stars and stuff.
And what do they do there?
Orgies and
rituals.
Drink blood. They drink.
Yes.
They drink blood.
Yeah, I was about to say drink blood and all that type
Okay,
of
let me
stuff.
ask you a question. Now, do you understand why you have to sign a non-disclosure when you go to their parties? And now do you see why somebody said, my name is something and I party with weirdos? Yeah, somebody. In London, he partied with weirdos. And in the castles, they party with here. Hollywood Hills, they call it Holly Weird Hills.
Mm-hmm.
Because what you read about them picking up a hitchhiker around Easter, it just happened. Black Mass. I bet y'all, if y'all check and see how many people came up missing in California and different places, men, the ages of 30 to 33.
Oh, don't say that, because my brother 32 years old and he live in Hollywood.
No, for real.
And I
Go
pray
look
for him
up.
every day.
No, listen. Go look up how many people came up missing over this last Easter weekend that they cannot find right now in the ages of 30 to 33 across the country. It don't just happen in Hollywood. It happens in every single state. Didn't y'all see that Satan try to make it seem like he's omnipotent and he's there 1 minute, sees that person? So in every state, all over, and in other places all over the world, he shows up for 2 minutes. While they dropping this person down in the ground and urinating on them and spitting on them and doing some other stuff, and then they go and they do this whole thing. Why y'all thinking all they videos, when they telling y'all they just switched over, they put them hoods on and they always had like a druid-like video. All of them have a druid-like video where they gotta go to a ceremony. Now, one star probably has not had a video where they telling you what ceremony they had to go to. They do it in their videos. Look for the black hoods, y'all, with the belts around them, and they'll let you know what's been going on. They gonna tell you. They don't hide it.
Or if they're in them baths with the milk, they'll be in a bath of blood, or they'll be in a bath of milk, and then all the symbolism. That's just a whole different little rabbit hole. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but like that, it's a whole different rabbit hole. It's literally in our face, and people just don't know. Like y'all don't know.
Hold on,
and
y'all.
they did say sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say, listen, y'all. This is why people used to get mad at me. There was so much TV that my kids did not get to watch, and there was a lot of music they didn't get to listen to. And my kids will tell you right now that before I let them listen to a song, they have to go look up the lyrics and write them down and come say them to me. And if you can't say them to me, then you don't need to be listening to it. And do you even know what this word means while you saying it? So now they go to their friends' house and be like, bro, do you even know what this song is saying? You ain't listening to damn word. Do you even know what they saying? And you just singing it. You like the beat, huh? But you ain't listening to the words. Can I tell y'all something? What is a spell? Something you sing over and over and over, or say over and over and over and over and over again. If you get a song that is a spell, because Lucifer is the angel of music.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, So if he want to put a spell in a song, he's the angel of music, and you're gonna be playing it over and over and over and singing every word till you learn it. And now you are speaking spells over your life. And got your kids speaking spells over their life because they just happy in the back seat singing with their parents, just singing loud and proud. 2133 went missing. Okay. Sister Lynn. Sister Limbone says 2,133 people went missing in California over Easter weekend. How many of those?
Say it again.
2,133 people went missing in California over Easter weekend. Check your state and see how many people came up missing over the weekend, y'all. They was having black mass everywhere. And this is why y'all TT, sister, niece, granddaughter, auntie, and sis went and got this book, Paranormal Crime Stories. Because there be stuff that the police see that they don't tell us nothing about. But they go in people's houses and it be ritualistic killings and all sorts of stuff. Or else they wouldn't have a book this thick about it, would they? And it's more. Oh, that's for the year so far? Oh, for the year so far, but still. It's a real thing, y'all. But we be so closed-minded and so worried about stuff, these stars and stuff be having us so not paying attention. You be so worried about what's going on in their drama that you're not paying attention to things that's happening right around you. Which is spooky, right in your face. Do y'all know that 2,100 kids come up missing every day in the United States? I had a security company. That's what my business was. 2,100 kids come up missing every day in the United, and that was before the trafficking got like it is now. So the numbers is probably up from that because that's not reported. You know, that's just reported cases. Okay. Do the statistics. Some of these mutilated bodies that we find in y'all is ritualistic killings. Because y'all don't want to believe that magic is real. Y'all don't want to believe that they need those organs, but if y'all go watch that show, The Exorcist, and look and see what they've been doing, it's going to blow your mind. For real, y'all. This is why we read. This is why we got to understand. This is why we need to know. Because now y'all know when they get to talk about their alter ego, who their alter ego is. It's the entity that they welcomed into their body. Who is that? Who are those?
Especially Beyonce.
Yes.
They all got a Megan Thee Stallion, all of them.
That's Sasha.
Yes. But everybody, Nicki Minaj, everybody,
Nicki Minaj.
Everybody got one, y'all. Michael Jackson had one. He had a siren. The spirit that controlled Michael Jackson was a siren. Go look it up as to why he can make those high-pitched screams like he could. Go look up the demon. Just go look up Michael Jackson's demon, and it's going to say a siren.
Oh, Cerca, you're killing me. Michael? I love Michael. Come on.
Go look it up. Go look it up.
Look at his face. Look how he redid his face.
But that was more on how he
exactly. He looked like a siren to me.
Absolutely.
Look. I need y'all to go. Okay, look, y'all. Go look it up for me, please. Go look up what it say about it. Go look up the spirit that allowed him to do what he was able to do, to move the way that he was able to move. Go look it up. It's some stuff about it.
Wait, I'm sorry. What is it called?
A siren. The spirit that thank you. The spirit that it's gonna come up. Just look up the spirit that inhabited Michael Jackson, and they'll let you know it's a siren.
There's a thing that came up and that said that he was driven by demons and the ghost of Elvis.
Where you see
well,
that?
I don't know about. Well, maybe the siren was the same spirit that Elvis has, so that could be true. It should say something about Michael Jackson. The spirit that ruled him was a siren, and guess what? The sirens are the spirits of the mothers of the giants, which makes sense because they lure men by their voices. That's how they get them. It's the Encyclopedia of Demons and the Dictionary of Demons. Y'all, most of these books are in the book links on my bio. Did anybody find it yet? Well, y'all might have to go to YouTube and watch the videos.
There's a lot of stuff on here, but I mean, it's not giving the name yet, but it's a lot on here about the demon, but it don't name what it is.
It's okay. Well, they give y'all some research to go do. So, yes, ma'am. Valencia.
Okay, I have a question. I emailed you about this. But the Encyclopedia and the Dictionary of Demons. So is like the dictionary like listing them by their names alphabetically, and is the encyclopedia like grouping them by like their power or like their area of influence?
It's basically the same. Just one person called them. They both have the same information, but
Okay,
it's different demons named in both.
Yeah, I was asking because I was looking to like look at them by like the groups of like their influence. So I was trying to decide like which one to get based on it. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I would say get both, mommy, if you can. Miss Antonia.
Sorry, I'm still a little distraught about Michael, but moving on. So the other question, what I had, when you spoke of the fallen angels basically misleading the women, right? So in a sense, it's because they were misled. So I'm still trying to understand why God turned them into sirens, unless after the angels, identify who they are, they still had no issue with it. Because to me, it seems like they were just misled.
No, they knew who they were. They knew that they were angels, but the angels did not show them to them in their regular selves. They came like they did in Percy Jackson as a regular person. Because they can change their form. So they just came like a regular dude.
Okay.
Right? So they knew that there were judges, but they didn't know that that was them. They're skinwalkers.
Skinwalkers, okay. But when we look at some of those hieroglyphics and we see the distortion of the sizes, how exactly does that line up? Because I'm just trying to think of them being together.
They can change their size.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay.
That's what I said, skinwalkers. Remember we watched we read that Michael, God told him to change his form. He said, go put on the form of a soldier. Don't go in your normal form.
Right.
Don't scare my friend. He told Death, put on a different suit and go visit their skinwalkers. They can change. That's what the Bible say. You never know when you entertain an angel, which means they can look like us, talk like us, smell like us, feel like us.
Okay, very profound. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. So y'all, this is why I say we have to learn and go back in this word and look and see and find and search. Because like now do you understand why I say you could get 1-2 scriptures and be on them 2 scriptures for a month? Because they will lead you so many places. Yeah, sirens are mermaids. Mermaids is the nice name for siren, that's all. Mermaids is the nice, pretty word for sirens, but yes, that's what they do. You ain't missing the study group you here right now, Keish. So, and y'all know if y'all ever missed the Zooms, we put them on, they on YouTube, y'all. We record them on YouTube. So if you ever want to go back and watch, if you can't get in, but we got 1,000 seats, y'all. We ain't even at 100 right now. So if y'all want to get in the Zoom, y'all can get in the Zoom. We got 1,000 seats. Okay, so y'all, let's do some demon trivia real quick. Let's look up some stuff. Let's do it.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Good night.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderfully well, I'm here from Jamaica, and I've been it seems as if you have a strong feeling about Jamaicans.
I love y'all food too. Love it. Y'all my people. Can I get
Well, that's good. That's good to hear. I come to ask you a question pertaining to what the young lady was saying a while ago. Are you hearing me? Great. So in conjunction to she talking about the giants, right? You have read the book of the Bee and the Caves of Treasures, right? Or yourself? Good.
Yes.
I've read them from about a year and a half now. So I've been reading a lot. I have lots of other books, just like yourself. Cool. Yeah. So quick notation though. Within the book, The Caves of the Treasures, the children who were on the mountain in the year of Jared, which is also called Yerid. Adam made a prophecy about us not coming off of the mountain and dwelling with the children of men who are Cain's children. Correct?
Okay, so you mean the Canaanites?
Yes, who we call the Canaanites, correct? Great. So those who were on the mountain, they were called the sons of God, correct?
The angels.
Great. So when you say you're calling them angels, are you making reference in to the secret books of Enoch chapter 30?
And chapter 6.
When the seed of Adam was are called second angel, correct?
When there was like a second generation of people after the days of Yared?
No, I'm saying that in the secret books of Enoch, chapter 30, it makes reference to the whole creation of Adam. And Adam is basically called a second angel, correct?
A second angel, yes, because God's first kids were the angels. The sons of God were the first children. They were the children of heaven. And when they messed up and they fell, then he made us.
But that's what I'm saying. Yes, we are supposed to, based off of redemption, when judgment day is coming, would be thrones. Will end up becoming thrones, angels, in that particular position, just like how you have rulers of darkness and all of those stuff. Just like when you read in the book of Jubilee chapter 2, when it talks about the different angels, angels of light, angel of dark. Yes. Good. So I'm just so my question to you, is it that you're saying to us that there's two sets of fallen angels or just one? And
there's two sets.
There's two sets. Great.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
And why
because the first fallen angels, okay, so Satan and a third of heaven were kicked down here. And then God set another race of angels as the judges, as to why we have the book Judges, right? And then those judges erred and went into the human women. So there was two different sections of angels that fell. There was Lucifer and them, which was before we was born. They were put, or we were made, they were put here. He was given dominion. And that's why Lucifer was angry, because he said, you gave me this earth. Now you done put this dirt man here and said he can rule over me when you said I'm the ruler over this earth. But then the judges, who is before there were kings, you notice there for the first so many years, there was no kings. And then after that, there were kings. Well, God started letting it be human kings because the judges who was supposed to handle all the matters and all of that messed up and started sleeping with the women and created giants.
Great. Toward the same sons of God who was on the mountain in the time of Jared, and when Noah was a young man, basically.
Yep.
Because some persons don't actually realize there's two sets of fallen ones. The first set is actually the real evil ones. The second set was just enticed about the whole music, the whole coloring, and also the strange behavior
They came down and taught all the magic and how to make the swords and how to extract the rock, the metal out of the rock. So there were demons that came, the third of heaven that was kicked out for going against God. It says that their countenance was changed. They were changed into ugly, fearful looking things. And that's the dark shadows that we be seeing in the closets and stuff. And they're scary. God changed their form from beautiful to ugly, right? But then the second set were the judges or the watchers, which is these people. See, yes. We got this.
You actually have two sets. You have two watchers, and you have
right. So look, this says the watchers ruled the nations, pagan gods at war with Israel's God in the spiritual world of the Bible, the spiritual world. Because the angels came down, y'all, and it's in here. And then when giants were upon the earth, the watchers, the Nephilim, and the biblical cosmic war of the seed. The seed. Adam, right? The Bible always talks about Adam about his seed, and Abraham about seed. And what do they have? The angels said, we're going to lay our own seed. We are going to create our own race.
But even when you read in the book of the third book of Enoch, chapter 28, verses 5, it talks about basically the watchers and the holy ones for persons who want to know about them, because they have two watchers and two holy ones. They are the ones who really hold the court system for mankind to judge man during, every day when we live our lives. So if a person actually died before their time, it is because judgment was cast upon that individual. And it goes back in conjunction with the testament of Solomon, when Solomon actually bound the demon who was telling him about the fallen angels, the fallen star, I should say, and he said to him that there's no such thing as a fallen star. Once the Most High created something within that particular position, that being or thing cannot move. So it's actually the demons that is falling down from heaven after hearing the judgment of a particular individual. And it goes back to the caves of treasures with the individuals who are dying.
Yep. Yep. So when you read these things, y'all, and y'all read in the Cave of Treasures, and you read in the book of the Bee, and you read in the book of the Jubilees, and it opens up like, okay, I need y'all to go look up Mastema, Mastema, and Abraham, and tell me the story that comes up. Did y'all know that Abraham prayed, or it was either Abraham or Moses that prayed? Google Mastema Abraham. I think it was Abraham. And Abraham said, I need you to put up 9/10 of the demons, because if not, it was either Abraham or Moses.
That's Jubilee 8. That's actually Jubilee 10. From one going down, when the demons were trying to use tyranny and sedition against the children, the sons of men, who is the sons of Noah. But that is the ironic part that most Christians kind of mix up in because you'd hear them saying that 1/10 of the demons are bound, but that is the thing in which those demons that were basically got bound, they are the ones that we read about in the book of Tekla, when it talks about hell, with the half horses, half human being, all of those stuff.
Doesn't that just tickle your fancy to know that all of this stuff was hidden from us? Seriously, all these beings that they sell us in Percy Jackson and all of these movies, but when we read outside of the law, out of the 66, God said, no, this stuff is real. It really happened. These beings exist. Principalities and the kingdoms. Do y'all remember me telling y'all when we first started? I said, how you have a kingdom if it ain't subjects? So that means if there says that there is kingdoms of principalities, that means there is whole hierarchies in this spiritual realm, soldiers and generals and all of these different things. And when you go and you get these books, y'all, it tell you if they a duke or whatever of hell and this and that. It tells you their ranking in the demonic army. It tells you their ranking. You can't get into Zoom. I don't know why. You should be able to get in. We got space. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, Mr. Daniel.
Yeah, but I'm not that old, you know, although I have the beard. Not that old. It really brings joy to me to actually find the next individual who take on to the fullness of knowledge. As you'd read in the third book of Maccabee, when it talks about understanding and knowledge, it really is great to find that next woman is trying to lead, because majority of who is on the Zoom meeting right now are ladies. We have to be honest. Majority of them are ladies, and it's really great that you're trying your best to insert some information onto them.
So you're in Jamaica?
Yes, I am. I embrace my Bantu culture, being a descendant from either the Igbo or the Akan. Either way, all of us are Bantus.
So look, I'm gonna need you, because you're gonna have to be a part of our game. So here shortly, I'm gonna be sending you some stuff. So I need you to email me your address. If you ask your wife if it's okay, if you're married or whatever. But we're gonna do a scavenger hunt, and I would love to have the people of Jamaica and Haiti be in on it, and all of the other countries, y'all. So I'm gonna need some addresses so that we can get some stuff out, and it's gonna be fun. So if you're open, you might be my contact in Jamaica, and I'll send you some things that are going to be part of this game, and you can put them around where they need to be. Is that okay? Are you open to that?
Sure. I have never really played that scavenger hunt before, but definitely willing to learn.
Yeah, we getting ready to do a worldwide scavenger hunt. That's what we getting ready to do. We are getting ready to literally do a worldwide scavenger hunt. That's why I went and got these keys and stuff. That's what the keys is for. So get ready. I wasn't gonna tell y'all, but that's what we about to do. We about to do a worldwide scavenger hunt. And everybody, in order for it to finish, the game to finish, every single person had, like everybody from all the places, we have to get everything collected and back to a place. So it's gonna be great. I'm so excited. I wasn't gonna tell y'all, but now y'all know that's what we about to do.
My biggest question I always wanted to ask you though, because I always been sending you. I'm actually the one I always been sending you a request on TikTok to join the live.
Okay. Yes. Sorry.
No problem. No problem. Everyone has their own rules and regulation. You just have to be cooperative. My biggest question that I always wanted to ask you though, do you believe that Mary and Joseph had sex to bring forth Christ? And if yes or no, why?
I do not believe that they did that. Joseph have you read The Birth of Jesus Christ?
Yes. Joseph was a widower, and he also had kids before taking up Mary. And Mary was about 14, and 1 year later she got pregnant. That is the normal procedure when an angel come to announce the birth of a prophet.
Right.
The prophet would end up being born the next year, following.
Yeah.
Yes. So I actually read, as I said, I read a lot, you know.
I see. I love it. But yeah, I do believe that. I mean, because the angels came and told her she was going to get pregnant. And then remember, Joseph didn't even want her. God told her, you better take her. Remember, he didn't even want, so we know he didn't want to touch her because he didn't even want her. He didn't even want to take her home.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. I can actually show forth lots of scriptures pertaining to the fact that they actually had sex. And one of the biggest things that we have to remember, is when we're reading books, we have to read it in the context of one, the person who is translating it from the original books, and also the culture that it is depicting. What is the culture all about? And as you read in the infancy of Christ and the life of Mary. Mary went to the temple. So and you even said it already on a live that's how you have the nun procedure, women being nuns.
Right.
But it is normally young girls being sent to the temple from early.
Right. I want to say this. I believe that they had sex, but I do not believe that they had sex before Jesus was conceived, because Jesus could not be conceived in sin, period. There's no way that could happen. I believe they had children after that, but then that wouldn't make sense that he was heaven and earth, because man cannot produce. They can't do that. You see what I'm saying? Because if that were the case, then Satan would not have went to him and said, you got the power to pull yourself off of the cross and you didn't do it. You see what I'm saying? You won't do it. Now, we know from slavery, the Black folks was getting hung on trees and they didn't get themselves off of there. They did not get themselves off. They could not come off that tree, but Jesus did.
Well, that's why I said you have to read in the context of the law, because first of all, Christ came to fulfill the law, which is the what? You go to work for 5 days. You work 40 hours for the week, right? You fulfill a working week. That doesn't mean you're not going to work next week. You just fulfill this working week, which is requirement of you as an individual. So Christ came and fulfilled the law, meaning he showed mankind that the law can be kept. But at the same time, though, you would have to keep the law in conjunction to the mere fact that the law says a man should take a wife in her virginity in the book of Leviticus. And Joseph was a just man. And as we can read in the book of the Bee and chapter 74 and 75, it clearly tells you that Joseph and Mary were cousins, and it was the custom for persons, especially being so close together, they'd actually need to have a big celebration in front of everyone. But Joseph, well, he couldn't wait. He was a black man. He could not have waited. So
no, well, I have to tell you, I disagree. I'm sorry, but I do disagree, because I the reason I disagree, and that's okay, but everybody has their opinion. I disagree, because I believe that he was fully human and he was fully spiritual. I do believe that. So thank you, but I'm gonna move on because we got some other folks. Thank you.
No problem at all. I really enjoyed the talk, and I hope one can talk again soon.
We definitely will. You and I'll talk on a different level when it's just us, if that's okay.
No problem at all.
All right, thank you. All right, Miss Tiffany, go ahead.
No, I'm just trying to answer the question from earlier when you asked us to look up Michael Jackson's alter ego. What I'm reading online that Nicki Minaj's is Black Bar, Sasha.
Maybe turn your phone sideways. Can you turn it sideways? That might be the issue.
It is sideways. It's laying sideways because it's charging. It's connected.
You got a fan around you or something? Is it a fan on?
It's nothing's on. I'm about to by myself.
Okay, because it keep going down.
Oh, it's spitting. It's terrible. That's okay.
Look, because we sure trying to hear it, boy.
Let me see if I unplug my charger, because it is charging. Can you hear it now?
Yes.
Okay. It says Michael Jackson's alter ego calls herself Miss Ross. I don't know how accurate that is or what that means, but that was
Diana Ross. He loved Diana Ross. And she was a strong inspiration to him. And he loved him from Diana Ross, and that's where that came from. I remember that. Yeah. And I don't know.
Somebody said he liked mermaids too. Did he like mermaids?
Diana Ross was his godmother.
Yeah, and he loved her. Yeah.
Somebody said Diana Ross might have been his biological mama. Have you seen the Jacksons? I don't know about that, honey.
Well, I seen the Jacksons, so now
yes, baby. The Jacksons, baby, that's a strong bloodline, honey. I don't know about that one. But yeah, so that's interesting, y'all. But yeah, look, even with Mr. Daniel said, y'all, that made me excited because people are reading, y'all. People are getting in and putting things together, and that's the cool thing about having all of these books and having access to these books, because you can put the Bible together in better pieces, and now you understand why I can't just go to regular church and sit there and listen to just the KJV no more, y'all. I'm not saying don't go, but I'm saying when you go, understand why they saying the physical things that they are, the things that they are saying. It's a reason behind it. All of it, every scripture, there is a story behind it. Every name, there is a story behind it. Y'all, if y'all been Googling these words, and Googling these places and looking at the pictures, y'all cannot tell me that it is not mind-blowing to see who they call the Persians and these people and that people. It's what? But if you go and you read it in the Bible, you don't see that. But when you go and you look up the names and you look up, oh, that's in Egypt. Wait a minute. That's in Iraq. Wait a minute. These people don't look like what they depicted to us. Because if I go and look at where this place is, I know where those people are. You see what I'm saying? So then this can't be it. So just like we read in our book, 3-foot book that we got, right? It says that the original names to the Greek gods are from the Chaldees. Humble brother, you know we can hear all your stuff.
Oh,
It's okay. So in this book, y'all, it tells us that that all of the names of the Greek are from the Chaldean language. We can still hear you, brother. Is you saying something to me?
Oh, hold on. Let me try to. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Well, hello.
Oh, hi. You can hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I was just tapping to raise my hand, so when I get an opportunity to speak, I can speak. I just wanted to say real quick. Hi. Good to meet you. Finally, I've been like trying to just get in touch. I sent you emails and everything like that, but I'm at work right now, so I'm trying to like multitask, and because I'm not trying to misuse any of them. I try to come on all your platforms. But what about that movie 300 though? Right? I remember that. But I just actually remembered when you was talking this time. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, so that's good. But I'll try to catch up with you later because I can't really talk right now, so I'm just watching and listening. Okay. I have to go back and forth and go to work. Right. Okay. But I did send you an email. Please try to see if you can find it. And I put stuff in there, and I put a lot of stuff in there where like I would like to ask questions and stuff. I don't have any books right now. You know what I mean? But at some point I would like to get some books and start reading and following and keeping up. And
did you send me your address?
I sent you.
Okay. Well, go back in there and send me another email, put Humble Brother, so I know who y'all are, because y'all gotta think y'all name don't be Humble Brother in the email or whatever. It be whatever your real name is. So then
I did put Humble Brother in there so you would know what it is, and then I also put my Humble Brother in here so you would know who I am again, because that's not my name, but just so you can see that I'm in all your platforms as that.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'll definitely check it out. I'll go look for you this evening.
I'll appreciate that very much. And I have to get back to work, and I appreciate what you're doing, and I love learning from you. I think you're doing a great job, and keep doing it. Love your smile. And then, whatever you be feeling, like we all with you and we all searching for something. And I think that you're doing something wonderful. So I know I'm going to stay with you. So I just want to say that.
I appreciate that. Y'all love y'all. Y'all don't know y'all my new fan. I look forward, y'all. Like I get up early in the morning, like, Lord, what do you want me to talk about? How many subjects? Sometimes he don't let them get on here until 5 minutes before we get moving and stuff like that. Go ahead, Sabrina. I'm sorry.
No, I say I get up early in the morning too, and I'll be looking for you on this because that's like the first thing I do. I look for you morning, noon, and night. I try to make sure I get all the notifications. I go to YouTube, I look for you over there. I come on this, I look for you, and there's another one that I look for you on. So I'm gonna try to stay in touch with you. Please try to remember me. That's all I ask. And like that's it for now because I have to go to work. And I'm sorry, but just keep.
It's okay. It's okay. Well, I'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right, thank you. We love you.
See y'all. I didn't know. Okay, so look, y'all. That's why I said I'm about to start trying to do mornings. If y'all haven't noticed, some people have been here. I've been doing morning Zoom, not morning Zoom, but morning Bible studies. I'm actually going to start doing a morning Zoom. So I don't know exactly what time, because my mornings be crazy. I see how my kids call, and if they call, I'm going to take care of them. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to start scheduling a morning Zoom, and they won't be the same. So the morning Zoom, maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know, however God leads me to do. But I know some people be working right now in the evenings, and they can do a morning class or afternoon class. So I'm going to start trying to do that so everybody can get something every day. But go ahead, Sabrina. Can I go to the bathroom real quick? Let me go to the bathroom before you do it. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Y'all can talk for a minute. Give me a second. Ooh.
He could actually turn to Maccabee 1. He could actually turn to Maccabee 1 verse 30. Maccabee 1 verse 12. Chapter 12 verse 30, and it actually talks about the same Spartan that he's making reference to.
What?
He was asking a question about Spartans.
Oh, Spartan out in 300.
Yeah, 300, the movie 300.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are the seed of Abraham. So they are basically our cousins.
Mm-hmm.
They're the seed of Abraham?
Yeah, they are the seed of Abraham. The same Nazi sign that you guys see that the Nazis show, it actually comes from their symbol.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel, where did you say the reference was for 300? Is that the book of Maccabee?
You can actually look up the book of Maccabee first book of Maccabee, because they actually have up to 8.
Okay.
So the first book of Maccabee, chapter 12, verse 30.
Thank you.
I don't think we talk enough about, and I honestly just learned this in the last week or so talking to my father, but Abraham had 3 kids. And my father talks about a lot that he gave them each a piece of the knowledge of God, because it says, I think it is the Apocalypse of Abraham, that God has spread his mysteries out across the earth, across the world. So everybody got a little piece of the puzzle. So that's really cool. I'm looking at that.
But that's the thing, when you read in the book of Jubilee, it actually tells you that the Most High uses send evil spirits to lead the other nations away from him, but to Israel alone that he actually gave himself to. You can actually look that up in the book of Jubilee. Directly said so.
Yeah, y'all want to know a quick fact? It's not about what you guys are talking about. Sorry to intrude, but did you know the Moses's staff is from the tree of good and evil?
Yes, the tree of good and evil that Adam took out of the Garden of Eden.
Yes, sir. All of this is in the book of the book of the Cave of Treasures, y'all.
Look at y'all. I just want to say this. We're gonna let Mr. Brian talk, and then I gotta say something real quick. Go ahead, mommy.
It was actually just pertaining to a gift that I wanted to you, but
y'all gotta put y'all phones on mute, please. Hey, baby, I just got. Hey, mute your phone. Thank you. Go ahead, mama.
I just wanted to ask you before I send it, because it's kind of a gag gift, because you're always talking about trees and all this stuff, and I wanted to ask if I could send it to you first before I send it and offend you.
Well, yeah, send it. Girl, I'll take all gifts. I got a sense of humor.
Can I show you?
Well, is it gonna offend anybody else?
It's not. It's a crochet.
Okay, go ahead. I want to see it. Let's see it.
Can I help you?
Oh Lord! Yeah, you should have kept that one.
And it's velvet.
Ooh, velvet. Okay, y'all, don't show them. We got babies watching. Don't show them. Y'all can see it. No. Yes, I'll take it. That is too funny. I'm gonna put it up.
Yeah.
Hilarious, girl. You are so creative. You need to do people's bachelor parties and stuff.
So what happens is my little tiny ones and send them.
Y'all, we got somebody that can handcraft some branches for you if you need them, and they're velvet. How about that? It's a tall tree. Ain't that something? I might show y'all. That might have to be for the meet-and-greet when the babies ain't around. Too funny. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'll send a picture in Slack because, like Cerca said, there's kids on here and stuff. Or you can watch it. But like,
well, no, don't send it in Slack because this is the Christian community. You're gonna have to find a different place to send that, Sabrina. Now look, girl. Oh, Jesus. Lord, okay, but that's good. I love it. Thank you. I didn't know it was gonna look like that.
We outside.
I'm like, I think she'll love it, but I didn't want to send it to you, not saying nothing.
What
world
we outside?
Is that? Send it to me. Sure. Y'all, see, y'all be missing the Zoom, honey. We be having a good time over here.
We outside.
We outside, y'all. That is too cute. Thank you, Sabrina. I definitely will take it. That's hilarious. Maybe when we have our women's evening, we'll do something like that and have some things around. Yeah. So anyway, back to what yes, we are, Frankie. Yes, honey. We live in the spirit and the flesh. Anyway, so y'all, I just got revelation, Mr. Daniel. I just got revelation when I went to the bathroom. So crazy, something you said. Just smart revelation, right? God is so awesome. Look at this. Y'all put your phone on mute, please. It was foretold that there was going to be a being that would be half spirit and half flesh that would rule over the earth, right? A king, the king of the earth, right? Jesus was foretold. God told Adam in 5,500 years, I am going to send my spirit over a woman, right? And she's going to become pregnant, right? Now, look, that was foretold to Adam. Y'all, please mute your phones. Yeah. That was foretold to Adam, right? So look at this, y'all. Look at this.
Huh?
Moto G, can you mute your phone, please?
How many characters does it have to be? Yeah. Does it have to be?
Okay, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Because y'all phones ain't muted, y'all.
Okay. For the Randy Harloff? Yeah.
Okay. So, revelation, while I was on the toilet just now, God told Adam that his spirit was going to come down and lay over Eve and produce a child with her, right? So look, y'all, did not the angels try to do the exact same thing because they are spirit? So they came down, spiritual beings, and slept with the women and tried to do exactly what God said he was going to do before he did it. Because guess what? The kings, the mighty kings, were the children of the angels. They were half spirit and half human. What was Jesus? Half spirit and half human. So before God could do what he got ready to do, they tried to do it first because Jesus hadn't come yet. Right? So Adam and Eve were created by God's hands, but there were no other beings that were half spirit, half human until the giants came. Guess what? The Bible says that the Antichrist is going to be the devil's son. He's going to copy what Jesus did. And even if we watch End of Days with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lucifer came down and was trying to sleep with that girl to create what? The Antichrist. Y'all remember End of Days with Arnold Schwarzenegger and they had that girl under the Catholic Church? Anybody watch End of Days? Lucifer was trying to get to that girl so he could have sex with her to create the Antichrist. Half spirit, fallen angel, half human. What was Jesus? Half spirit and half human. What were the giants? Half spirit and half giant. They have only been able to do what God said he was going to do. Ain't that crazy? And they tried to do it before he did it. He told Adam, I'm going to send my spirit over a woman and Jesus is going to come through her. So then the angels went and did that exact same thing because they were spirit and they went into the human women. Ain't that crazy? They tried to get to the thing before God could do it. And it was already foretold, so it was already written. The spirits were going to inhabit a human woman. Can I ask y'all a question? What is an incubus and a succubus?
A succubus.
Sex spirits.
Right. What'd you say, Mr. Daniel?
I believe a succubus is like I heard persons, or at least I've done some form of research about it, like masturbating demon that they call Lilith or so.
It's a female demon and the incubus is a male demon. And they copulate with humans.
Yep. And
so every time you having a wet dream, there is a spirit that is copulating with you.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't that what we read in the book of the Testament of Solomon about the demon that come true? And funny enough, I always wanted to say this to you, the story about Rapunzel, about let down her hair. It is the demon with the reddish hair I read about in the Testament of Solomon. That Solomon put on top of the temple, and all of the men of Israel could have seen her with the tall hair. Remember in Rapunzel, it would say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your tall hair. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy though, y'all? Okay, so look, even in the movie Beowulf, Angelina Jolie was a demon that slept with a human man and created Grendel. Y'all watch Beowulf?
I did. I like pictures like that.
Okay. So in Beowulf, there was a demon woman that lured a man to have sex, and then they created this ugly giant.
Mm-hmm.
That's Enoch. Okay? And in the Testament of Solomon, it says that there are female demons.
Why not?
Okay? That's crazy. So Aaliyah, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. I was just gonna ask, so the lady that has to bring in the seed of the Antichrist, does she have to be evil in order for that to happen?
I don't think that she has to be evil. It's just like she's the person that got picked to play that role. Just like the man that is going to be the Antichrist, because this is the thing. I'm guessing somehow or another he's born from a human woman or something, but he's going to be killed. That's okay. Y'all go look in Revelations and look up when the Antichrist is dead for 3 days. Go tell me what scripture that's in. And it says that he's going to be killed by a head wound, and then he's going to get up.
You mean that he's going to kill the 2 olive trees that I read about in Revelation, which is Enoch and Elijah?
Right, no. He's going to be killed. He's going to be killed. And this is why everybody's going to think he's Jesus, because he's going to lay dead in Jerusalem. They're not going to move his body for 3 days. And on the 3rd day, he's going to get up. And this is how he is going to fool the world into thinking that he's Christ. So go tell me what scripture that's in, y'all. Who is Lilith? Lilith is Satan. She's a female demon, basically. that tried to trick Adam to sleep with her. Huh?
Lilith was the first wife of Adam.
She wasn't a real wife, y'all. She was a demon.
I know.
Yeah, but she wasn't his wife. She just tried to trick him. That's why you gotta go read the book of Adam and Eve. It talks about Satan and 10 of his hosts transforming themselves into a race of women and trying to get Adam to sleep with them, telling him that they were his wives.
Have you ever read the book, The Generations of Adam?
The Generations of Adam? I think I've seen it, but I haven't read it.
It would be a great read to really help that
It's talking
discussion.
about when he had sex with the demons and copulated with them and created a race in that 130 years that he didn't touch Eve. Yeah, I've been doing a little research. I got you. This is the thing. I know that there's a lot of things that are hidden from us, and that's what we're on the search for, is to seek and find, y'all. Right? And nobody has the one answers. I do not have them all, but God does send me clues, as y'all can see, and I'm grateful for it. And I also want to say, y'all ready for this? We outside International University is a real thing now, y'all. We are literally, we got people in Jamaica, we got people in South Africa, England, y'all, everywhere. Come on, y'all, we have touched all 7 continents. Do y'all hear me? We've had people in Asia, Japan, watching us, y'all. So just understand that people around the world are seeing y'all faces, not just the United States, the Dominican Republic, I see you, Haiti, y'all, Israel, some people was commenting on my stuff from the Ukraine, Russia. Y'all, we didn't hit every continent, y'all. We have people watching from every continent on this planet, y'all. That is massive. Scotland, Ireland, everywhere, y'all. We literally are teaching people. Because y'all going and finding information, a lot of information, y'all got to think. I've been reading this stuff for 12 years, so some stuff I ain't read since 2016, 2015, 2012. So y'all refreshing my memory because I know the stories are there, but I've read so much, I can't always tell y'all. That's why I be like, y'all go find it because it's in one of the books. They start to run together for me. Okay, Trinidad, yes, y'all, Washington, D.C., Florida, everywhere. Y'all. Oh, you're in D.C. Oh, okay. But listen, y'all, that's what I'm saying. Look, I'm grateful for every single person that tunes in every day, every other day, every week, that get in on the Zoom. I'm grateful for everybody that's buying the books, y'all researching, y'all looking in y'all cities. Yes, we got a worldwide vibe. Say that again. We got a worldwide vibe, yes. So in 60 days, y'all know they say around the world in 180 days, it only took us 30, 35, 45, 55, 45, I don't even know it, but yeah. So when they ask you what school you're enrolled in, let them know that you go to a worldwide theology university, okay? We outside International University, okay? We even have collegiate wear, which I like to see it for those that are new. We have our collegiate wear. We outside university. And it say we outside university on there at the bottom. We got our green and maroon. And we got our we outside university maroon. Y'all, we ready? Y'all see it? Yeah, we outside university, y'all. So get your collegiate gear because we are a learning institution worldwide. Know it. In just 6 days. So I'm gonna let y'all go. We're not gonna stay on here because it's Friday, but I do. If y'all want to do Zoom tomorrow, we can maybe do one at 12 noon. So that'll be 12 noon my time. So what, 10 on the West Coast, or like 10 in the morning on the West Coast and 1 or 2 on the East Coast, something like that. So if y'all want to do a Zoom tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to get off because I want to look in some of these books. Y'all gotta be able to get time to get the books out and get some stuff together.
Can I correct myself about something I said earlier?
Yes.
The gentleman that asked, who was a truck driver that asked you about Spartan, I said the reference is in the first book of Maccabee 12, but I said 30, I believe. But it actually starts at 19, 19 and 20 going down, where it actually says the Maccabee, the Spartans, they are called in a different translation, they are called the Lacedaemonians. And in a translation, they're directly called the Spartans.
Yeah, the Laodiceans from the Bible, the Church of Laodicea. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I just wanted to just correct myself.
Yeah, that's one of the 7 churches out of the Bible. The Church of Thyatira and Sardis and all of those, the Laodiceans. So when you go and you watch 300, this is why I said, y'all got to look at what the other people called them. They just like we call ourselves Nubians or whatever, but there's other names for us that people call us, and they're not so nice. And they refer to us by those names all the time. They don't care. And when they write it in their literature, they write their name that they called us, not our name. It's still happening, right? It's still happening. Go ahead, Dewan, and then we're going to get off, y'all.
I just wanted to save this till last. I asked God to blow my mind after we got off the live. And at 4:07 p.m., he blew my mind. I can't even tell y'all because y'all, ooh, Lord have mercy. Listen, I just told you the other day about my mortgage, $20,000. That was just a few days ago. And last night I said, Lord, and I just kept saying it, not really believing it. Then I started believing it. I said, Lord, blow my mind. Like show out. And I promise you at 4:07 today, p.m., listen, and before I got the phone call, every day I get scam calls, and right before I got that call, I got 3 scam calls, and something says, answer the phone on the third one and just be at peace. And that was the blow my mind call that came through. And the insurance company said they never did it in life, but they approved me triple times to fix my house. Like, and it's approved. And they'll be in 3 weeks, they gonna start doing everything. That I'm telling you, and I kept saying, God, blow my mind. And I kept saying it over and over. And man, God's showing up. Y'all keep believing, like I'm not lying.
Listen, y'all, is y'all hearing this? It don't happen. Didn't I tell y'all the miracle is man can't do it? And this is why I keep begging y'all to ask God, write down what you want and see if he don't. You can sow $1. You can sow $1 to somebody and God will turn it into hundreds of thousands, hundreds, 50s. I'm telling y'all, he pays you to study. He pays you. He pays you to learn about him. He gives you amazing things to learn. Now y'all see why I got so many books. I be like, Jesus, because I read this and you sent my, and I read this and you sent my, and you took care. He don't only do for me. He sends for my children. He sends for my friends, y'all. Ask God to blow your mind tonight, time and date, and see if he don't do it. Y'all, I'm telling y'all don't, he said you have not because you ask not. And then even when you ask, you don't believe that I can do it. You don't believe that I have the resources. God has unlimited resources, unlimited money, unlimited gold. He made it all. He know how to send somebody to your house with $5,000 in their hand because he used to do it to me. I would go outside and I say, Lord, I need $6,000. And I'm not lying, y'all. I would go outside and one of the guys I dated years ago, he'd be in stuck an envelope with $6,000, y'all, under the mat. Because I know that hump when I see it. I know what's under there. You see what I'm saying? I ain't lying. Or he'll knock on my window. One time it scared me because I was on the floor. I was like, Lord, I need $4,500. I'm praying, God, send the money. I got to pay this. I got to pay that. I got to do this. I got this notice and that notice. Y'all, I promise I was asking God to send it in. Because then you don't know if it's in the spirit or real life. He tapped again. And I got up, went to the door, That man handed me an envelope and said, bye, and turned around and left. And it was $80 over what I asked God for. This was at 3 o'clock in the morning. Y'all don't have it because y'all don't ask. God ain't did it for your kids because you ask him and then you think in your mind he can't do it. He said it might not come the way you think it's going to come. So then somebody will be calling you and they got your blessing in their hand, but you talking to the person that denies you your blessings every time you call them. Oh, girl, I ain't got it. And you know they got it. But then God got the friend from 10 years ago calling you and you don't know that they just hit up for a little bit of money. God put them on your mind so they can call you and give you the money they just had in their pocket. I ask God for all, and I ask him to blow my mind, and he does just that every day. See, let me show y'all. I always stand in my office. I wanted the portrait to sit up behind me or sit where I can see it. And look what I got here. I asked for this a long time ago before I ever know y'all. And look what showed up in my house. Now, y'all don't know this, but this time last year, someone drew a first ever portrait of me on a piece of paper about this big. Last year, this time, my first ever. And I said, well, Lord, I want a bigger one. This is nice, but I want a big one. Boom. A year later, look what showed up. Look what showed up, y'all. Even down to something that is in my office. Mind y'all, last year I didn't have this place. I wasn't living here when I asked for this. I wasn't even in the state. I had not had a TikTok yet. Nothing. And then I get my TikTok and my portrait comes that I asked about last year, this time. Come on, y'all don't know. He do bigger and better every time you trust him. He started out with a portrait this big. Now I got a portrait this big. He started out with me having Bible study with my auntie, one person, for hours and hours and hours. Then it went to 10. Then the most I did was 40. Then it took it down back to 1 again. Okay. And then I just had one. Now it's 93 people on here, 418 on here, and I can't even see what's on YouTube. It didn't start big, it started small. God want to see if you're going to be humble and be patient and be loyal with the little first. He said, if I can trust you with a little, I can trust you with a lot. God trusted me with a little bit of souls. Now he's trusting me with 300,000 almost. But it started with one. I had to understand how to deal with the frustration of a person not understanding what I'm saying. I had to deal with the frustration of people coming at me because I'm going against everything that they've been taught. I had to learn that on a small scale before God gave me almost 300,000 people. And let 17.2 million go through my page in 60 days. Because y'all don't think people that said some horrible stuff. You crazy, you need to be in a crazy house. You're off your rocker, lady. Mermaids are not real, giants are not real, blah, blah, blah. Well, I heard that on a personal level, face to face first for about 12 years. He got my skin tough. So when he put me in front of all of y'all, that's why when people come and call me false prophets, I just be looking at them. Y'all was here this morning. When the man called me a false prophet, I said, well, shoot, it showed a lot of stuff happening over here if it's false. Folks is getting everything they need provided. Blood clots is getting moved out. Eyesight is opening up. Kids is talking to their parents. Marriages is being healed. Yeah, leave me alone. We doing something over here. If you don't want no parts of it, go on over there back by you with your lonely little miserable self. Because we trying to understand Jesus on a greater level. And because we're doing that, he is blessing our lives. He is enriching our lives. He is lifting our burdens off. Go away. You want to stay miserable and come over here with your craziness. And our lives are changing drastically. Not only our lives, but the communities around us. Y'all can stay over there and stay miserable if y'all want to. We don't want no parts of it.
But my question to you though, do they even know what a false prophet is?
Do I know what a false prophet is? It's just someone that speaks against, they speak things.
No, do they know what a false prophet is? That individual of them. Because
they don't, and they just say stuff.
You're not prophesying. You're actually just teaching things from books. There's no prophesying.
Well,
so can you be a false prophet?
Well, there has been some days that I've prophesied, and I did let them know that God called me to be a prophet, but that's not even something I normally, I didn't tell y'all that for a long time, did I? Y'all been around for a while before I ever even said that. I just said, hey, can you do this? Because prophets have the ability to speak things into your life, and they happen. Y'all been around me 60 days. Y'all hearing the testimonies of me telling people, here, put this on your eyes, write this down, give this away, and then come back and tell me what happens. And it is happening. All of it. And I'm not saying, oh, I'm a prophet, blah, blah, blah. No, y'all, I told y'all, I ain't a church person. I ain't none of that. I'm out here trying to do what God called me to do so that I can make it in and see all of these rooms in this mansion I've been building for the last 20 years. And see my crown. Hopefully it's stupid, dumb, big, because you get a crown for every person you bring back to Christ or bring to Christ. You get a jewel in your crown. Y'all, I'm working on something around here. Party in my house, y'all. I'm gonna be on Heaven Cribs. Like, so this is the room, and then this is the west wing, and then we got the upstairs. There's a party going on. Yeah, I'm about to show y'all my heavenly crib. I'm building that, and all the jewels that don't go bad. That house don't go bad that I'm building. Okay, I can't no water, no rust, no fire, no wind, nothing destroys the house that I'm building up there. And that crown about to be stupid too. I want a big one so big I could barely hold it. They like, dang, she was down there on earth getting it. Because everything that we do is about the next life, y'all. The seeds that you are sowing now are for eternity. Understand that. Yes, I believe in being baptized in order to be saved, but sometimes people rush people to the water and they don't have the knowledge of why they need to be baptized. I believe in teaching people before you just run them to the water. Now, there are some cases where that person needs to go down in Jesus' name immediately because God is getting ready to take them off the earth. But other than that, a lot of the people that was with Jesus, they studied for months or years before they ever went down in Jesus' name.
But there's actually a different type of baptism. One of the baptism is by the word. And there's fire baptism. That's why Christ said, I came with the fire to baptize you with, to purge you.
Yep, to clean you. Oh, you all on some stuff I'm getting ready to do. We getting ready to go through the purge, and we getting ready to go talk about when God takes things out, how it feels, how uncomfortable it is, how lonely you feel when God has isolated you and he's trying to grow you in the dark and you can't see, and the folks that you knew to count on is turning on you. The people that you was there for, they turning on you. That's when God is doing something, y'all. When you start to feel pressure, okay? When you start to feel pressure and it feels like you can't move one way or the other, God will tie you up so you can't mess up your own life. So you can't put your hands to something that he's trying to do and mess it up. You know, you're trying to ice a cake and your baby, you're like, oh, your hand, what you doing? Stop. Okay? Don't do that. Because they trying to mess up with you, or you trying to comb their hair and they trying to help you. Hey, I know what I'm doing. And so you got to put their hands down or sit on their little hands or something so they can't do it. Okay? So y'all, we can ready to go because everybody going to keep raising their hand, y'all. And I got to go study. I love y'all.
Oh, I really want to test them.
Okay, but hold on. We'll do it in the morning. We'll do it in the morning, y'all. Hey, listen, y'all. We will do it in the morning. I absolutely love y'all. But sometimes y'all, I have to go. There's other things that I be having to do. And I understand that y'all want to 1 minute it. But I'm supposed to call my daughter back. And I want to make sure that I can get in touch with my children and keep my life as well. So I love y'all. We will do a class in the morning at 12, okay?
Sure.
All right. Good
Good
night.
night. Have a good night, Circle.
All right, Circle, we love you too.
Good night.
Ask God to
I'm
blow
gonna
y'all
get back
mind.
on live on TikTok in a little while, but it won't be for no classes. It'll just be the clown because it's Friday. But I gotta call my daughter real quick, y'all.
Good night.
Love y'all.
Love you, baby. Good night, baby.